Ugh, I hate people that work at the bank. Shh, I work at the bank. Here is $1. Do not tell anyone.
People with ADHD have a dopamine deficiency. When a neurotypical person wakes up in the morning, they have anywhere between 1 and 100% dopamine in their brain. But when somebody with ADHD wakes up in the morning, they have about -50. They're craving dopamine, and this can cause a lot of issues for us. Medication can help with this. But even if you're unmedicated, there's a ton of ways to get that hit of dopamine in your brain to make your day easier. There are certain foods that are rich in dopamine, like dairy, protein, eggs, nuts, totally normal, dark chocolate brownies. Regular exercise is huge for people with ADHD. Most people actually prefer working out over taking medication. Music. I literally can't get anything done unless there's music playing in the background.
I thought you said you had a busy day today. Yeah, I'm in ADHD paralysis. What's that? My brain physically won't let me do anything. What caused it? Sometimes nothing causes it, but today it's because I have a package that's coming at 8 p.m. You can't do anything before that package comes? Yeah, I like to call it my waiting mode. So you're not just being lazy? No, my brain's currently going like 1,000 miles per hour telling me I should be doing things, but I can't.
This one's for all the neurotypicals who keep telling me stuff like, but adults can't have ADHD because we're not running around all hyperactive and impulsive. Do you want to know what else counts as impulsivity? Impulse shopping! Tell Daddy Bezos I said hello.
And I think a part of the reason ADHD people have trouble going to sleep and avoid going to sleep is because for a period of time you have to roll over, close your eyes, and be bored for a while, which to us is painful. And if you can't sleep, then that boredom lasts indefinitely, which to us is terrifying.
Woo!
Gotta love this ADHD trait. So this is a verbal issue for me. And that's because I talk a lot. And because I talk a lot, most of what I have to say most of the time is quantity over quality. And those most of the times, I'm either looking like an idiot or an asshole. On my best days, I look like both. Examples of this behavior could be something as simple as me relaying information improperly or me trying to give you a compliment and coming off backhanded. I'm either A, saying exactly what I mean, but it being interpreted in a way I didn't mean for it to be, or B, not saying what I mean at all. I'm just like so easy to talk to. But because I know this about me, I over-explain everything. So you might hear me say, does that make sense? I know I'm being really cute about this right now, but it's actually super shitty, and being this way has ended friendships for me. Sometimes it's like Russian roulette. I never know when I'll say the wrong thing. But other times it just feels like nobody's assuming the best in me. It's awkward, but right now I just tell people I have ADHD and hope they understand. I would so appreciate any advice around this. Thank you so much. Part 2 of having ADHD and being misunderstood. Here are those examples. I'll just do it myself. What I mean is, I don't want to burden you and I'm also afraid of failure. What it sounds like is, I don't think you can do this. You wouldn't understand. What I mean is, I'm constantly having to explain myself and I don't have the energy for that right now. What it sounds like is, I don't trust your knowledge. Believe it or not, does that make sense? What I mean is, I'm constantly being misunderstood and I want to make sure I'm not doing that now. What it sounds like is, I don't think you're very bright. That doesn't make any sense. What I mean is, I'm frustrated that I'm not understanding. What it sounds like is, you're doing a poor job of explaining this. And for a fun one, no, don't dye your hair. What I mean is, I really like the way your hair looks now. What it sounds like is, I don't think it'll look good on you. The majority of what I say, unfortunately, comes out of my mouth without me having any time to think about it. And if I'm overstimulated and not taking care and understanding how I'm feeling, I can be quick to anger. And I'm only ever angry with myself. So a lot of what I say comes out wrong. Hope that
What are you doing right now? I'm in pause mode because I have an appointment at 2 p.m. Wait, hold on, let me check for the 700th time. Yep, still 2 p.m. Okay, so you still have plenty of time. Can you help me with this thing? Yes, I will help, but I will be stressed the entire time. All right, I'll take it. Come on.
Like a lot of people with ADHD, I actually hate sitting in normal chairs, but I have this dining room set. So when I moved into my new place, I decided to make it more ADHD friendly and include a couple of options for chairs that move. This is the Muista. I really love this chair if you want a lot of movement. And this is from IKEA. You can lean forward a little bit and it also spins. Way more ADHD.
Shawty gon' get that paper. Shawty tongue whip like razor. Shawty got wick, got flavor. Part of my tits and makeup.
Before Amazon Prime. Wow, they said 8 to 10 days. And my package came in 8. How nice. After Prime. If I don't get these cat coasters within 24 hours, I'm going to kill myself. Food hack, no taco shells, use tortillas. No ice, just freeze some water. What do people do in the shower for 45 plus minutes? I just sat in the shower for an hour thinking about how Mercedes has 3 E's, all pronounced differently. ADHD culture truly and genuinely is being a jack of all trades, master of none. I really just be wanting to dedicate all my time and energy to one thing, but my brain is just being like, what if you also learned parkour? I hate it here. When I go to someone's house and they tell me to make myself at home, first thing I do is throw them out because I don't like visitors. For the last time, what is the usefulness of this little pocket in ladies' panties? That's where we keep our Aldi quarter.
Did you know that every person with ADHD is actually a magician? Everything they put down just fucking disappears.
Okay, so like hundreds of people have asked me to do one of these. So I'm gonna, but you can't get mad. Katiosaurus's Put a Finger Down Hyper-Specific ADHD Challenge. Put a finger down if you're a recovering gifted and talented kid who was repeatedly told that there was no possible way that they could have any type of mental illness because people with mental illness can't do well in school. Put a finger down if you've ever ghosted someone because you totally meant to get back to them and then you put it off and then you put it off and then you put it off and now it's been months and it'd be super awkward and weird if you emailed them out of the blue so you just plan to never speak to that person again. Put a finger down if you have like 3 good friends and like 1,000 acquaintances. And then put another finger down if you are an empathetic people pleaser, so your friends and your acquaintances never know what category they fall into because you bend over backwards to make everybody feel like your best friend. And then put a finger down if there's something within arm's reach of you that you could totally put away, but instead it's been sitting there for like a week.
Hey, can I talk to you for a second? Yes.
Right, here we go. We're gonna focus. Definitely not gonna do that thing where we try to focus so hard that we end up spacing out. Shit, I'm doing it right now. Okay, seriously, focusing now. Focusing now. You look so serious, this looks so important, I've already missed half of it. Just maintain eye contact and hope he doesn't end in a question.
What do you think about that? Fuck.
How did the interrogation go?
Got nothing. He just kept on rambling about his childhood trauma the entire time.
We use less truth serum next time.
That's the craziest part. We didn't even use the truth serum.
So basically this is what happened and then...
What the did you just say?
What do you mean?
Okay, let's rewind and go half the speed.
You go get some food.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Alright, cool.
Hi. Hey.
Room temperature pepperoni.
I look like that. Okay, so we done did a thing.
We done did a thing.
Oh, you're not an organized person because you have ADHD and that really doesn't come naturally to you. Well, what if we just force you to keep trying to be organized for the next 20 years and see what happens? Wait, you have a lot of anxiety now. That's weird. How could this ever happen?
What happens now? Oh. Well, I didn't get enough time to prepare for that.
It's another ADHD challenge.
Duet this video and show me the pile of journals that you had where you bought a fancy journal and then you wrote on one page of it and then you forgot that you had it or you lost it, and so then you bought another fancy journal and you've done that like 15 times.
Okay, time for some Xbox. Turn on the TV. Now I just need the counter. Where TF? I know I put it on the bed. Where the heck? I forgot to eat today. Where did it go? Where did he come from? Where did he go? Brain shut the fucking controller. It doesn't work. How did it get dirty again? Where did he come from? Where did he go? Oh wait. Excuse me, Tiki, please scoot. Cotton Eye Joe. I'm thirsty. Shit, I'm sorry, Tiki. Where did he come from? Where did he go? I don't remember. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Where did he come from? Where did he come from? Where did he go?
Oh, hey, you have ADHD and your brain works differently than a lot of people, and you do have a lot of strengths. You just have to do things in a different way than other people. What if we just advised you to pretend that you don't have ADHD, and then we'll just get mad at you for failing? Let's try that one.
This is what it's like taking a test with ADHD. Okay, time to start this. I'm very much ready. Oh dear Lord in heaven, it's timed. Okay, so it's 30 minutes, which gives me a grand total of not enough time. Hold up, I just wasted a whole 2 minutes. Which idea represents dual federalism? Wait. Wait, what did that say? Which of the following represents dual federalism? Wait, okay, wait. Which of the following ideas represents dual federalism? Okay, lemma reread again. Okay, halfway done. Maybe you'll take a nap later. No, focus on the test. I can make a TikTok about taking tests with ADHD. Nitrogen monoxide. TikTok. 1 minute left. Okay, yeah, I think I did good. I'm done. 9/25. What it's like living with ADHD. I need to grab my wallet from my car. 8 stairs plus 7 stairs equals. Give me a second. 16 stairs. Nice. It's 2 p.m. and I haven't had breakfast. Why am I like this? What was I doing? Oh yeah, my wallet. Fuck, it's cold. Subaru. Nice. Fuck, my car's dirty. When's payday again? What was I gonna grab again? When did I leave my water bottle in here? Oh well. I'm pretty thirsty now that I think about it. Wait, I forgot to grab my phone charger.
Oh, you take stimulant medication for ADHD because it's the most universally effective treatment on the planet for most people with ADHD. Well, I'm pretty ignorant about that and I have no idea what it's like to have ADHD, so I'm gonna make you feel bad for that and I'm gonna tell you how dangerous that is.
Okay, ADHD memes of the week. This one, this is the reason I don't have silence in my life ever, because every time I hear my own thoughts, I'm like, nope, no good. This one, I didn't know this was an ADHD thing till I got to TikTok. I thought it was just part of my personality that I do this, but like everything else in my personality, no, I found out it's because of ADHD. Is everyone else going to start using this? Because I'm going to be sending this at 9:05 a.m. every morning. This one has called me out personally, and I don't care for that. Okay, one of the most accurate descriptions of my ADHD I've ever seen. I didn't realize I had such a fast brain until I asked someone who didn't have ADHD to tell me their like inner dialogue, and after 10 seconds they were still on the same topic, and I was like, I'm in outer space by now. This one is my favorite. His face, he's too fast. He's too fast for himself. Let me know if you've seen any good ones.
Things I thought everyone experienced before I found out about adult ADHD. Everything is so loud and that pisses me off. Turns out you can live life on a lower volume, and getting very overwhelmed by sounds in places like grocery stores is just another symptom. I'm not lazy. Do you ever have a task to do and you're kind of just sat there in your head thinking about the task but not getting the task started? That's ADHD paralysis, and oh my god, it's frustrating as fuck. It's not normal to have to remind yourself to pay attention when someone's talking to you. Often if someone's telling me a story halfway through, it'll sound like they're talking Simlish. And it's not that I'm being rude and not listening, it's just my brain's somewhere else, like always. So that's just a few things. Let me know if you want a part 2 and press the plus button if you want to follow my ADHD journey from diagnosis to medication. Thanks.